Cool. Yeah, in the next 10 minutes, I want to take you on a journey from the first human tools, spearheads, to spearheading technology, which is cloud manufacturing. Humans are born builders. Since millions of years, humans build stuff to make lives better and easier. Everyone that is involved in bringing products to market, and we heard it from Philip, knows that it takes a lot of courage and custom parts to change the world. That is what makes hardware product development literally hard. From Gutenberg to Bertha and Carl Benz, Frank Whittle and Steve Jobs, all great inventors heavily rely on custom parts manufacturing. And the world has dramatically changed since the first inventions I mentioned, and made it faster and easier to produce parts. But still, builders have two bad choices, either owning and operating own machines or building up a procurement operation. And both, we believe, sucks. Imagine a future where builders do not need to own a machine or do not need to build up a procurement operation. What would happen to society and technological progress? It is with great pleasure to announce that for the first time, builders have direct access to manufacturing services with a click of a button. We at KREATIZE want to accelerate innovation that changes the world by delivering manufacturing the world loves. How do we do that? With cloud manufacturing. We believe that cloud manufacturing is to hardware what cloud computing is to software. A massive enabler and booster for innovation. A world without cloud computing is unthinkable. It's already ingrained in our daily lives. And so will cloud manufacturing. Now, what is cloud manufacturing? Cloud manufacturing is the on-demand access to manufacturing services with a pay-per-use pricing. Instead of buying, owning, and maintaining a physical machine, shop floor, you can access manufacturing services such as CNC milling, turning, sheet metal, laser cutting, 3D printing, and many more on a need basis from KREATIZE manufacturing services. The cloud has four major advantages, which I want to highlight next. The first one is agility. The cloud gives you easy access to a broad range of technologies so that you can innovate faster and build nearly anything you can imagine. You can quickly access resources as you need them from the first 3D printed prototypes, and we have seen and heard how important 3D printing is for prototyping. You don't have to invest in your tools, etc. Then you can move over with the cloud to CNC machines and small batch production, and then move seamlessly to high volume production and much more. You can start producing, in a matter of minutes and get from idea to implementation faster than ever before. This gives you the freedom to experiment, test new ideas, differentiate customer experiences, and transform your business. The second one is elasticity. With cloud manufacturing, you don't have to overstock on resources upfront to handle peak levels of demand in the future. Instead, you stock the amount of resources that you actually need. You can scale these resources up and down, instantly grow and shrink capacity as your business's needs changes. The third one is cost savings. The cloud allows you to trade capital expenses, such as CNC machines and buildings, for variable expenses. And you only pay for manufacturing as you consume it. Plus, the variable expenses are much lower what you would pay to do if you do it for yourself because of economies of scale. The fourth one is global scaling in minutes. We heard it from Martin that said we will live in a local world where we have a globalized businesses, but with local assembly facilities. And with cloud manufacturing, you can scale your production easily and expand to other countries and continents in a matter of minutes. Adding assembly facilities, for example, in China, doesn't require building up a new manufacturing facility or building up a Chinese supplier network because the cloud offers global manufacturing services. All of this is not a distant future. It is already a reality today. With our technology and patent pending software, we can provide this to you. Our product gives direct access to manufacturing services and lets you produce with a one-click order. Our customers use KREATIZE to bring their products to market faster, with high quality at competitive prices. That comes from 70% cost reduction by introducing a design to cost approach and 17% decrease of total cost of procurement. By example, eliminating manual back and forth with suppliers. And additionally, gives everybody in your team and organization 100% transparency. No more emails and meetings for status updates of the supplier. So to summarize what KREATIZE does, it gives you access to global manufacturing services. You can scale with our solution from the first prototype to 1 million parts seamlessly. We have a superb performance in quality and customer service, and everything on the supply chain is CO2 neutral. If you want to have access to KREATIZE manufacturing services, sign up now on our website or visit our KMS table after the panel discussion to learn more from our manufacturing experts. Thank you so much, and I really look forward to the panel discussion now.
Thank you, Simon. It was super interesting. And as you already said, you will host like your own table or beers with peers. So if everyone is interested in this kind of topic, we have like experts, like cloud manufacturing experts on that table. Please feel free to join the table afterwards, and then they will answer all your questions. Thank you so much, Simon.
Thank you. Thanks everyone for joining. It's a pleasure.
Now we have heard that founding a hardware startup is not always easy, and so many things needs to be considered, but also what technical possibilities there are available to bring innovative ideas to the cloud. Let me introduce you to the supporters to such ventures. We are super proud to have some of the Austrians' most important initiatives and associations for this here today. We would now like to introduce you in a more detail in our panel discussion that is coming up in our next session. I quickly want to show you a sneak preview of that, so you have a better understanding who will join this session. I think now you can see my screen. We will have in our panel discussion, we will have Christian Boder from Factory Hub. We will have Julia Reilinger from BNC Innovation Investments. We have again, for sure, Phil Leitner from MikeMe. We have Raphael Rasinger from Wirtschaftskammer Österreich and the head of Scale Up. And we have Steven Luthra. He has his own company. He's a product designer. So I think we have a super constellation together to really get some input and more value to the startup world, to the hardware startup world. See you at the next session in like 10 to 15 seconds.